guys, this is Matt with another Minecraft video. So I've been playing Skyblock on MDB for about 9 weeks now, and as you can see, I'm up here at the top of baltop. I just passed $1 million, I think it was yesterday, and by popular demand, I'm creating a video right now to show exactly how I've made tons and tons of money on Skyblock on the server right here, right now. I'm going to give away my secrets. I accomplished the goal that I set for myself, which is to make $1 million, and it turns out I made it before anyone else. And before I go into this, though, before I reveal everything, I just want to let you know a couple things. First off, some hints. I do not have a single spawner on my island. I'm not spawning tons of mobs using spawners and killing them. Number two, I have not sold a single block of diamonds, gold, emeralds, any of that stuff. In fact, I haven't sold anything in the form of blocks to shop. And third, this is done with a custom machine. This is a machine that I have built. I believe it's the only one in the world because I had to design it from the ground up. And I'm about to show you exactly how I did it, why I did it, and all that kind of good stuff. So for starters, though, I want to show you one little thing here. This is a warp on my island that is Warp Seb. Seb is my island mate, and this is our little profit shop. And what you can see here are the two secrets of my wealth: raw chicken and feathers. And these shops here restock every 5 minutes. You can see they're currently full of raw chicken and feathers. They're nearly always full because of the power of this machine. Players can come to this and buy an entire inventory of raw chicken or feathers with a single click. They can then sell it to shop just by going in here to Animal Drops and selling it. I sell it to you for 18 cents a piece. You guys can sell it for 20. You guys make a 10% profit. And so that's the way it works. So now I'm going to show you exactly how this is happening. So this is the outside of that shop that we're just inside, just a little thing of diamond blocks here. And I'm going to take a step back here and turn around and reveal to you what this machine looks like. There it is. I've got a couple little chunks missing there, it looks like. But this is it right here. This is the source of all of my wealth. And as it draws in here, I'm going to come up there and show you how it works. So as you can probably tell, this is a chicken machine. I'll just fly up here with my jetpack. So I am a mod on this server. I do not use my /fly command, but I do use the jetpack. This server has a jetpack plugin, which is really cool. And what we have here are these huge towers of stone brick, and inside these towers are chickens. Now, as you can see, as I go down here, you can see here's chicken behind each one of these glass windows, and behind there's a certain number of blocks between them. All this is set up for a very, very specific purpose, which is to take advantage of one of the plugins that is on mnb.net on the Skyblock server, and that is the Mob Stacker 2 plugin. Now, most players think that Mob Stacker 2 prevents them from effectively breeding chickens. And the reason for that is that when there are multiple mobs that spawn in within a particular time frame of each other and within a particular distance from each other, they merge into a stack. And so instead of having, for example, 2 chickens, you might say chicken times 2. But what I've learned is that if you do things just the right way, you can make Mob Stacker work for you, and work for you tremendously well. So all these chickens up here are laying eggs, and these are not individual chickens. Each one of these is a stack of exactly 64 chickens. 64 chickens. Now, the reason that this is important is that if you have a stack of more than 64 chickens, well, it seems like actually a stack of more than 80 from what I can test, then eggs that fall down do not go into the hopper. They sit on top of the hopper. They don't get sucked into the hopper because the hoppers have, 5 slots, 16 eggs each, and therefore they can't take more than 80 eggs. So by having 64 chickens, that seems to be the ideal amount. That egg gets taken into the hopper. It's actually a stack of 64 eggs. There's a little bit of a glitch there in that the sense that usually eggs can only stack to 16, but with the Mob Stacker plugin and with and you can see some eggs falling right there. With a Mob Stacker plugin and with a stack of 64 chickens, it lays a single egg entity with 64 eggs in it. So this has 10, if we were to count all these, 10 stacks of 64 chickens each. Each one of these towers has roughly 640 chickens in it. And what happens is these 4 towers, these eggs fall down here. They float down through water and then down into this little area right here. And we've got 4 of these all going to a single area. We're going to see where the eggs end up right here. And you can see this is a dropper right here attached to a fast redstone clock. And this fast redstone clock, you can hear it ticking maybe in the background, tick, 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 tick. Each one of those ticks is throwing an egg from a dispenser into a tiny little killing chamber, effectively. this little killing chamber, I can't actually show it to you without breaking this apart, but essentially it is a chamber where the egg flies out into a one block open area that has a half slab on it. And so what that means, it's really only half a block high behind here. And so a chick will survive in there, but as soon as it reaches adulthood, it then begins suffocating. And within 2 seconds, that chick is then that chicken, I should say, is then turned into drops. And on average, you get 1 raw chicken and 1 feather from a chicken that dies. So now I've done this at scale, and I have a second set of towers over here, and a second killing chamber. That's 2 killing chambers thus far. I've designed this to have 3 killing chambers. Okay, we got some chickens that are escaped. Here's a little stack of 240. This happens periodically, and it's actually not an issue. I'll show you why in just a little bit. But so a third and then a fourth killing chamber in here. Now, these killing chambers are very, very effective. Again, with suffocation, block suffocation, I should say, chickens die within 2 seconds. Now, when I first was designing this, it was I tried using water, which is typical in like a KFC machine. But chickens require about 20 seconds to die in water, and it just wasn't scalable. So I researched all the different types of methods for killing mobs, and the fastest was actually lava. But lava would give me cooked chicken as a drop, and at the shop here, the drops here are not cooked. I can only sell raw chicken, not cooked chicken. And so I looked at what is the fastest way to kill a chicken such that it would drop raw chicken. It is block suffocation, and that's what this does right here. So each one of these 1, 2, 3, 4 killing chambers is killing a chicken every 2 seconds. So these eggs are constantly being laid. You can see they're constantly being fired. Tick, 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 tick. Every 8 ticks, roughly, we see a new chick hatch in each one of these. And for every single one of those, it becomes a chicken and eventually is killed. Now, you saw there's some chickens wandering around here, right? And that's not really too much of a problem. I've planned for that. By the way, this is where the drops come from those chickens that are slain. We're going to look at this in a little bit more detail. But you can see they're sliding along here. I've got some packed ice, and then they get collected by hoppers down here. And then ultimately, those hoppers lead down to this stack of lots and lots of dubs. There's about 60 dubs down there for raw chicken and feathers and eggs and things like that. But so looking at this machine, what I realized after this had been up and running for about a week, that I had these chickens that were running around on the loose. And so I created these additional kind of towers right here. And if we go down here, what you'll see is that these are additional killing chambers. So this is where all the drops get collected. But if we look up, you can see that there's chickens. These are the escapees, and they are dying up here and having the drops come down here and being added to the amounts right here. So this is really how it all works, guys. It's just lots and lots of stacks of chickens. Now, when I say lots and lots, I want to clarify something, because I built this in such a way that it was designed not to cause lag on the server. So even though there's something like 7,680 chickens in this machine, there are only 128 mob entities. In other words, there's only 128 entities that are part of this machine. Now, lots and lots of people have 128 cows or 128 villagers or whatever it is on their island, but this right here is, I think, the best way to turn 128 mob entities into lots and lots of money. So to give you a sense of this, with these 4 killing chambers and these extra 2 right here, we have 6 killing chambers. Each one is killing 1 chicken every 2 seconds. I've turned down the passive animal sounds and the block sounds so that we're not overwhelmed with ticking from the redstone and the shrieks of dying chickens here. But so every let's see, it's 3 chickens per second are being bred and are being killed within this machine right here. That's 180 chickens per minute. If you do the math on the drops from those, if I go over to sell right here, on average we're going to get 1 raw chicken, which is worth 20 cents to us, and we're going to get 1 feather, which is also worth 20 cents to us. So that's 40 cents per chicken. So 180 chickens times 40 cents is 72 bucks per minute. And this happens constantly. I can be at the very, very top of my island. In fact, let's go up there right now, just to give you a sense. Here's the very top of my island. This is my main warp. And right now, all that stuff that we saw downstairs is still happening, and we are making money. In the time that I've been recording this, we've probably made a few $100 at least, right? Now, I do have to go in and actually sell those drops. or I have other people sell them for me with the profit shops. But again, 72 bucks per minute. We have 10,800 drops per hour from this system, and for a total of $4,320 made every single hour. So if I do that, if I consider that over the course of a day, it's something like 100,000 bucks every 24 hours. And it works while I'm AFKing. It works while I'm building out this beautiful area up here. It works all the time. I don't have to be right next to it. I don't have to do anything. It is a passive income stream. And that is the main way that I've been earning money on the server. Now, I do have other ways of earning money as well. For example, if we just take a peek over here, you'll see that I have a gold farm here. And this gold farm is actually wrapped around I'll just drop down here, a very, very large natural mob spawner. I think it's got something like 12 or 16 different spawn platforms here. But the spawn rates for natural spawns on the server are fairly slow, and so I don't actually earn that much from natural spawning. But it is a supplementary way. But what I like to build are machines and systems that will just constantly be passively making me money. And so I don't have to really try to make money. It just kind of appears, which is pretty cool. So let's pop back down to the bottom of my island. And if I just go in here, we can see that I've got some rows of chests here. These are all my own design. Everything here is my own design here. And so if I go down here to, this is chest number 10. I think that's about where I'm at. Looks like, yeah, 11 is filling up right now. This is the feathers right here. We've got the raw chicken right here, and it's just going to continue and flowing down. I also have an overflow set of chests for anything that doesn't get picked up by my item sorters. It's mostly eggs here. I've used those. Sometimes there's things get past the item sorters, but generally it's a pretty clean system. Nothing's ever perfect with Minecraft. Everything's glitchy. But I have item sorters set up here. Got two actually for feathers, and then one for raw chicken here. The reason I have two for feathers is just because the speed at which things flow through these hoppers sometimes makes it such that this item hopper won't actually grab the item, the feather, and so I have a second chance at getting that feather, and both of them go into the main chest down here and fill it up. So this is about it, guys. This is how Mafro here is making lots and lots of money on mnb.net in Skyblock, leveraging the Mob Stacker 2 plugin. There's lots of little nuances, I should say, also to this machine. And I probably won't go into all of the details just now, but just to give you a sense, this is the inside, or actually just above one of the killing chambers. And you can see I've got water above it. I've got spider webs here. And the reason is because sometimes the drops that are coming from the killing chamber, which is right inside here, sometimes they come out at such a velocity, they fly up and they go through, they glitch through the blocks. And so I've basically got this system here to grab anything that glitches and to drag it down into the chests that are waiting to pick it all up. Occasionally we do get some drops that will make it down here. Let's see, if I've run around here, we'll probably come up with a little bit of chicken or a feather or two. Maybe not. Looks like we're pretty clean. Oh, here we go. I found one. Here we are. So this is the loss from this machine. Occasionally there are things that fly out, but to be honest, with a production rate of 10,800 drops per hour, worth 4,320 bucks, to have 7 raw chicken down here is really, I'm really proud of that. That was really, really hard to make all this worthwhile and work together. So thanks, guys, for watching. This has been Mafro here on mnb.net playing Skyblock. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more like this, subscribe to my channel. And in the comments below, let me know if there's anything you want me to do videos on. I do enjoy doing videos every once in a while. I'm kind of semi-retired, but I still have fun with it every once in a while. Thanks, guys, for watching, and take care. Bye now.